What I have pulled up here is the Mariners draft positions. We had 21 picks, including a competitive balance round A pick, and the third overall pick. And with the third overall pick, the Mariners got their guy. Now, as you can see, Cade Anderson from LSU in Louisiana, born in the United States. He was a four-year college sophomore, born on July 6th, 2024. Oh, he is 21 years old. And the slot value of this was $9.5 million. And MLB Trade Rumors is reporting that the Mariners reached an agreement with him on an underslot agreement for about $700,000 underslot. Let's check over to BRAF. He is 21 years and 8 days old. Drafted by the Mariners this year from LSU. Let's see. LSU, he was 16-3 over the course of his 2-year career with an .842 win percentage, an ERA of 3.38, 37 games. Started 28 of them. Doesn't show how many games he finished, but he had 2 complete games with 2 shutouts. No saves, and no opportunities, and 157 and a third innings pitched. Only gave up 129 hits in his college career while striking out 239. He walked 55 and hit 12 while throwing 11 wild pitches, and that's with 655 batters pitched to, and a whip of just over 1 at 1.169. Gives up 1.1 home runs per game, approximately, 3.1 walks per 9, and 13.7 K9, with 4.35 strikeouts per 9, through a complete game shutout in the Men's College World Series final. The Mariners were looking for a guy, and they got their guy. The Mariners said that this was their number 1 guy, and I agree with them. Some baseball scouts said that he has a chance to play this year, but the Mariners said that he will not be picking up a baseball for the rest of this year. He will not be working on anything other than strength and conditioning, as well as things of the nature other things. With the 35th pick in competitive balance round A, the Mariners picked Luke Stevenson out of North Carolina, a catcher who bats left and right, a four-year college sophomore with a pick value of $2.76 million. Now, this makes me think a couple of things. One of the things it makes me think of is that Harry Ford is probably going to be traded. Harry Ford is one of the biggest pieces of trade value that we have. He played 2 seasons at North Carolina and played 125 games, 438 at-bats with 104 runs, 117 hits for a batting average of .267. Grounded into 9 double plays, got hit by 9 pitches with 5 sac flies, was intentionally walked 7 times, and an OPS of .960 with 238 total bases. The home runs, 33 of them. That's, we can't expect every catcher to be Cal. This is somebody who I think the Mariners needed another catcher in the system. Mitch Garver probably doesn't have much time left on the team. Harry Ford's probably going to be somebody who gets traded. Cal's long-term. He's got a 6-year contract, but Cal's probably going to transition to first base and or DH towards the end of his career, because catching is something that you can't really do. And I'm fairly certain that this pick indicates that, because he's probably going to start at Double-A, I'm fairly certain that this pick indicates that we are working to trade Harry Ford for either an impact bat or something else. With the 57th pick in round 2, we pick... Wait, what? Oh, that's his prospect ranking. With the 57th pick in round 2, we picked Nick Becker from Don Bosco Prep High School, shortstop who hits right-handed, high school senior. He is 19 years old, $1.64 million signing bonus slot. I don't know if this is somebody we would go over slot on. We're pretty good at shortstop right now with J.P. Crawford. He's committed to the University of Virginia, so we'll have to see what happens. And also, there's NIL money, though I don't know how NIL money works in college baseball. We'll see how that goes. We went back to the 3rd round. We went back with pick number 91 to pitching with a switch switch batting pitcher Griffin Hughes from Miami of Florida, who was a junior in college, 851K signing bonus slot. Obviously, these signing bonus slots could go higher or lower, but the idea of a college of another 21-year-old pitcher, so probably somebody who we could see being in the major leagues sooner, though not as good as Cade. When we look at his stats, he's 7-12 with a 3.68 win-loss record and a 4.70 ERA, with a 5.38 RA9 through 48 games, 20 of them starts, and 147 innings, gave up 138 hits, and only struck out. Well, but the answer did strike out 151, but he walked 75 and hit 20. So it looks like there's some control issues for him, and that's through 4 seasons between an amateur and one season at Cincinnati, one summer season at Bourne, and one season at Miami, Florida in the ACC. So this feels like just a depth pickup, potential somebody who we can just keep and maybe develop. Remember, the Mariners pitching coaching is one of the best in developing people. With pick number 122, we took Mason Peters, who was not ranked on any prospect lists. So let's see if we can find anything other than, we got some college statistics for him. Dallas Baptist in Texas, another pitcher. He was a junior. 617K signing bonus is what the expected one here is. And he played 6 games. He played 9 games? What? Oh, no, he played 30 games. He's a closer. With 8 starts, 2 finishes, 5 saves, 70 innings pitched with 25 walks, gave up 6 homers, and struck out 86. So I could see him potentially being a future closer, though not a lot of experience, and he is 21. So we'll see what happens. Good pick with a decent amount of upside. With pick number 152, we picked a outfielder for a 4th-year junior for 461K of a pick value of Corbin Dickerson from Indiana. That's not a bad pick. Lucas Kelly from Arizona State, a pitcher. Colton Shaw, another pitcher. Danny Macchiola, another pitcher. Jackson Steensma, another pitcher. Isaac Lyon, another pitcher. And Dusty Rivas, another pitcher. Then we picked Grant Jay, the number 170 ranked prospect at number 362 as a catcher, junior out of college with a $0 pick value. We may go over slot on him. Then we picked an outfielder in Aiden Torek, Luke Heyman as a catcher, Braden Korn as an outfielder, and then Casey Hintz, pitcher, Anthony Carley, pitcher, Griffin Stieg, pitcher, Cameron Appenzeller, pitcher, and Estevan Moreno, shortstop. I have a feeling that the Mariners are looking to get more pitching depth just because the Mariners are one of those teams that can really develop pitching, and we've also seen what happens when you don't have a lot of pitching depth. Right now, the Mariners' starting rotation is still down. One starter in Bryce Miller. Logan Evans is on that rotation spot, and Emerson Hancock held the rotation spot for a little while, and neither of them are, quite frankly, up to par for the major league level. So the Mariners took a chance on a lot of pitchers, including somebody who people have said could be the next Paul Skeens, which, unfortunately, being the next Paul Skeens might not be a good thing because he very rarely gets support from his run, and we're the Mariners, and we do that. Coming to terms with an agreement for Cade Anderson, I think, is probably the win of the draft for the Mariners, and signing him under slot for $700K under allows us to do some working with the rest of we had the most money in the bonus pool, so going over slot doesn't hurt us as much as it would a team with less money. The reason we had the most money in the bonus pool was because we had the 3rd overall pick and one in competitive balance round A. And with that, it allowed us to do a bunch of really cool stuff. Overall, of the 21 picks the Mariners had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them are pitchers, and 1, 2, 3 of them are catchers. That catcher thing, really, with the 3 catchers, especially the one we picked in the 2nd round, Luke Stevenson, makes me feel like we are preparing for a future without Harry Ford in the organization. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but It's going to be what can we get for a return for Harry Ford, and I'm hoping we can get something good. Anyway, time for the home run derby. Let's see if Cal can win this thing. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch today's video, whether it was about the Mariners, sports predictions, or anything else that I have made videos about. I want to give you information about other channels where you can reach me. I'm on Patreon at Sammy5436 for $1 a month. Right now on Patreon, all that really gets you is access to Mariners recaps 12 or so hours before they are available on YouTube and TikTok. I'm also available on Instagram at Sammy54362 and at SamanthaP54361. That second one is a business account. I can be found on Cameo at Sammy5436. That is an account that I think you should definitely follow because right now Cameos are $7 and they will be there for the foreseeable future because I right now understand that the economy is in a bit of a downturn. So if you want to support, I do appreciate that. You can also find me on TikTok at Sammy5436. I do also have 3 other YouTube channels that are linked to this channel. All of this information can be found linked in the video descriptions of every one of my videos for the most part, other than shorts. And for business inquiries, you can email me at SamanthaPond54361 at Outlook.com. I do want to advise you that for business inquiries, they do need to be professional, and as they come through to me, I will respond to them as I see fit. Anything that you have that is business related sent to that email will be reviewed and looked at by me. I generally take a look at my emails twice a week from that email account, though there are times where it is more frequent and times where it is less frequent. I also have premium content on a battle pass that's $4.99 a month. No, $5.99 a month, and you can find that you know where with the username Sammy5436. I'm also planning on potentially doing some live streaming at Sammy5436 on YouTube, on Twitch, on some other live streaming platforms, because I think that would be a great way for me to grow. Thank you for tuning in.